What if we told you that we just uncovered the secret behind those mysterious companies that seem to explode overnight from complete unknowns to market dominators? You know the ones we're talking about. They appear out of nowhere and suddenly everyone's talking about them. Their revenue charts look like rocket ships, and you're left wondering how they did it so fast. Today we're diving deep into part 2 of our scaling series, and we're going to reveal the last 5 hidden ingredients that separate the businesses that scale like lightning from those that struggle for years just to grow incrementally. We've analyzed rapid growth companies, and what we discovered will completely change how you think about scaling your business. But here's the thing, most business advice focuses on the obvious stuff, like finding your niche, generating leads, and acquiring customers. Sure, those matter, but they're not what creates explosive growth. What we're sharing today is the second half of the secret ingredients that unicorn companies use to catapult themselves to the next level, while their competitors are still figuring out their marketing funnels. We need to warn you though, these aren't just simple tactics you can implement overnight. These are fundamental shifts in how you operate your business. If you try to skip steps or rush the process, you could end up like one company we know that scaled to a $100 million valuation and then collapsed in 30 days. We covered the first 5 ingredients of 10 in part 1. Now we'll show you the final 5, starting with number 6. This is mastering the art of delegation. This is where smart business owners often struggle the most. The smarter you are, the harder it becomes to let go, because you know that very few people can do things exactly the way you would do them. But here's the reality. If you don't delegate, you become the bottleneck that prevents your business from scaling. We once worked with an entrepreneur who seemed to have unlimited energy. Every other weekend he was traveling somewhere exotic, yet his business was thriving. When we asked him his secret, he leaned over and said, "Delegate everything. Get other people to do what you want them to do." That conversation changed everything for us. But remember, delegation without systems is just chaos delegation. You need those processes and training materials in place first, so people know exactly what you expect and how to deliver it. The 7th ingredient is becoming a master motivator. As the leader of your business, your role is to cast the vision, communicate that vision, ensure it gets executed, build an amazing team, and keep enough cash in the bank. A huge part of that is motivating everyone around you, your team, your customers, your partners, even your suppliers. Look at companies like Tesla. Elon Musk doesn't just sell cars, he sells a vision of the future that gets everyone excited to be part of the mission. That's what motivation looks like at scale. People will go above and beyond when they believe in what they're doing and why they're doing it. Now we're getting to the real game changers, the ingredients that most businesses never implement, but that separate the rapid scalers from everyone else. The 8th ingredient is strategic collaboration. Most small businesses operate from a scarcity mentality, viewing other businesses as competition to be avoided. This is completely backwards. Rapidly scaling companies operate from abundance. They understand there's enough success to go around, and they actively seek partnerships that accelerate everyone's growth. We saw one business become a global influence in digital health within 18 months. How? They collaborated with other leaders in the space, shared the same vision of changing healthcare through technology. Suddenly the business had access to their audiences, their credibility, and their networks. Instead of spending all their time and money on internal marketing, the business had trusted voices in the industry talking about them to people who already believed in them. That's the power of collaboration, but you need all those other ingredients in place first, or you'll collapse under the sudden growth. The 9th ingredient is strategic investment, not just money, but investing in people, relationships, and opportunities. You need to invest in your team's development, invest in building relationships, both internally and externally, and most importantly, invest back into your business instead of taking everything out. This is a critical balance that determines your growth rate. The more you reinvest into your business, the faster it can grow. The more you take out, the slower the growth. Companies that scale rapidly understand this equation and make strategic decisions about when to reinvest and when to take profits. There are creative ways to bring investment into your business beyond just finding outside investors. Partnerships, skill exchanges, revenue sharing agreements, and collaborative ventures can all provide the resources you need to accelerate growth. Finally, the 10th ingredient that ties everything together is truly listening to your customers. It's easy to get so focused on perfecting your product or service that you stop paying attention to what your market actually wants. Rapidly scaling companies maintain constant dialogue with their customers throughout every stage of growth. Think about how Apple built their empire. They didn't just create products they thought were cool. They listened to customer pain points and created solutions that people desperately wanted. Then they continued listening and evolving based on feedback. Your customers should become raging fans who not only keep buying but actively market for you because they feel heard and valued. Companies like Amazon have made customer listening into an art form. Every review, every complaint, every suggestion gets analyzed and potentially incorporated into their strategy. That's how they've been able to expand into seemingly unrelated industries while maintaining customer loyalty. Here's the critical point. All of these ingredients work together as a system. You can't just pick one or two and expect miraculous results. The companies that scale rapidly have mastered all 10 ingredients and implemented them as an integrated approach to business growth. But we also need to address the elephant in the room. Scaling rapidly without the proper foundation is dangerous. We've seen it happen countless times. Businesses that try to shortcut the process and end up imploding. That's why the order of these ingredients matters. You need that unshakable mindset first. Then you need to benchmark and develop your strategy. Build your systems and organizational structure. Master delegation and motivation. Only then are you ready to collaborate and invest aggressively, while listening to your customers throughout the entire process. The businesses that truly scale rapidly don't just focus on the day-to-day operations like lead generation and customer acquisition. Those things are important, and you'll be doing them consistently, but they're not what separates the unicorns from everyone else. These 10 ingredients are what create that separation. Most importantly, you need to transition from working in your business to working on your business as quickly as possible. Delegate the operational work to others and elevate yourself to the role of CEO, the person who sets the vision, builds the team, ensures execution, and maintains strategic focus. The magic really happens when you step back from the daily grind and start thinking strategically about how to move from point A to point B. What obstacles will you face? How will you overcome them? What investments do you need to make? How can you collaborate with others to accelerate your progress? These are the questions CEOs ask, and these are the questions that lead to rapid scaling. Remember, the goal isn't to implement all 10 ingredients overnight. Start with one, master it, then move to the next. The rest will follow naturally as you build momentum. But before you dive into implementation, we want to give you something that will accelerate your progress dramatically. We've written a comprehensive book on achieving operational excellence that shows you exactly how to systematically identify and eliminate the friction points that are slowing down your business operations. This book is the perfect companion to what we've discussed today because it gives you the tactical framework for implementing these scaling ingredients. The book walks you through a step-by-step process for optimizing your business operations, so you can scale efficiently without the chaos and collapse that destroy so many rapidly growing companies. We're giving this book away absolutely free. Just click the link in the description below and we'll send it directly to you. And if you're ready to take your scaling journey to the next level, our comprehensive business course shows small to medium-sized business owners exactly how to set up their businesses for sustained success. This isn't just about growing bigger, it's about building a business that runs smoothly without you having to be involved in every single decision. The course covers everything from strategic planning and systems development to team building and operational excellence. You'll learn how to create a business that works for you instead of one that controls your life. Click on the next video or the link in the description to learn more about how this course can transform your business and give you the freedom you started your business to achieve in the first place. The companies that scale rapidly aren't just lucky or special. They follow proven principles and implement specific ingredients that create explosive growth. Now you know what those ingredients are. The question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge?